Or tribute down there to the gunboats in war. Love that little shack as well, calling itself the War Rooms. So you can see the heavy bombing. You can really see the details of the strafe in there. And now, these are either a facade or the world's thinnest flats. I'm not sure which one. To my surprise, this is where I do need to get off to Lascaris for the war rooms and tunnels. So let's have a little look. Victoria Gate. That's the way you've just come. It's been quite a climb, but we're where we need to be. Be warned, signposting could be a lot better. The entrance, and it's chilly, and it's windy. Not the sort of place you'd want to go voluntarily. But this unassuming place did play a significant part in turning the tide of war. It was the sword behind the shield of Malta. One of the greatest war films of all time, fondly remembered in this museum, and quite rightly so. Memories of cosy afternoons, watching the Sunday matinee in black and white. Those were the days. Though outgunned at Malta, the Allies did have some major advantages. They had radar, and due to Alan Turing and his team's pioneering work at Bletchley Park, as we'd seen earlier, they were able to intercept and decipher Germans' coded messages, which gave them a very valuable advantage. This place operated as an RAF signals unit, as well as other key roles. This was part of the new Command War HQ, where they wanted combined war headquarters to combine the Navy, the Army, and the Air Force. They realised in 1936 there may be problems after Italy invaded Abyssinia. This was preparation for that. Quite a thought-provoking illustration, cartoon of the situation at the time. This is the board that normally women, wrens, or the equivalent, would push aircraft where they were going, or boats, so people could see the whole situation. This may well be part of, you can see Italy down there. This is most likely Operation Husky, which we'll see soon. Typical admin office. Not particularly comfortable, but very functional. Briefing room. Operations room. What you all see in the war films of aircraft, etc., being pushed around. Map. Fighter squadrons. Indicator panel. So we're about getting the right people, the right place. Again, hive of activity at busy times here. Also gave the statistics to tell what was happening in the battle and the bigger picture. No computers in those days, calls would come through on the switchboard, handed over there, and the information would be put. And the other things, tonnages, etc., food that had got through during the blockade, we put on the board, and useful info. Fascinating. Presumably, these are all the different squadrons to help for more accurate representation of the data. This is the sector's operation room, the Malta squadron. Things made easier for each patrol by putting them into separate sections, or sectors as they were known. Again, normally female, the armed services push these to where they need to be going, indicate shipping, aircraft, etc., for an up-to-date plan of what was happening, which will be taken here. The information quickly put downstairs. See there, observation balloons still used, and important in war. Enemy would be intercepted and engaged. The enemy would be intercepted and engaged before it could do too much trouble. The enemy would be intercepted and engaged before it could do too much damage. Sadly, many still got through sheer strength in numbers. Would probably be the guy in overall control, looking down on his mini kingdom. So from there, he would survey everything, take everything into account, and take key strategic decisions, some of them which would literally shape the war. This was the filter room where all the info could be looked at and important decisions made. like most things, you could actually end up with too much info. So the info was simplified, and then could look how the best decisions could be made. Together there were 3 filter rooms, 1, 2 and 3 at various locations around Malta. So probably worth taking this on board for all sorts of institutions, even like a football team. Why the system works so well? The system worked so well because of its standardisation and its coordination. Every person in the system knew exactly what her role was and how to do it. And because of its standardisation, the system was remarkably flexible too. Movements board, everything in that sort of RAF, Army colours. So this is kind of very similar to lots of things we saw at Bletchley Park as well. So everything sort of tied together. I said before how important radar capability was. Our boards here, got the information, again that all added to that continuity of the information they were getting through to the filter rooms. Everything very efficient. Literally, it is what it says on the can. Movements board. I think I need one of these at school. For me.
Just on the city bed.